absorbing them and by that sort of thing.
Put limitations on you, too. When you know you can't hit a certain note, you say, no, I can't hit it. But if you don't know, you end up just...
Yeah, you go somewhere else with it. You know.
But I mean, you had some nerve, didn't you? Because you went on...
Nerve, I had nerve, dear.
My God, but you did. I mean, there you are. I mean, this kid, he had no ambition to be a singer as such, but yet you went busking at a very early age, didn't you? Went across to Paris. And you did quite well over there, didn't you?
I did. It was when I was a beatnik, you know. You remember beatniks?
I do remember.
My hair right down here. And I couldn't get a job, so I just went over to France and Spain and just started playing American folk songs outside the cafes, you know. And I was back there with my wife, my new wife, and about, what was it, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
In Saint-Germain, there's a wonderful coffee shop called Dimi, and believe it or not, along came a guy busking, and he sang Tonight's the Night. So it was a complete circle.
That's wonderful.
Amazing. Well, ask me if I gave him any money.
Did you give him any money?
Did I? I did.
But did you get money? You made money doing that?
Yeah, I made a lot.
Did you?
Yeah. I used to do, like, the Woody Guthrie songs and Ramblin' Jack Elliott.
Yeah. And what was the moment when it changed for you? When you knew, well, I've got to get serious about this. I've got to be a professional musician now and learn it and get stuck in.
I think it was probably... I never really was... My heart wasn't set on playing football, you know. I was too lazy. So I went from one career to the other just sort of overnight. I was asked to join Long John Baldry's band, you know. He's a great blues singer. He was instrumental in bringing blues to this country. And for £19 a week, which was astronomical in the 60s. And that was... didn't turn back after that.
And one of the great turning points in your career was, of course, when you decided to record the Great American Songbook as well. I mean, that was a very bold decision to make. It was, I think you said at the time, you felt like a traitor to rock and roll.
I did. I said that on this very show the first time I came on, yeah. Well, it was, I did it as more as a labour of love, you know, because I'd heard these songs all my life, and I said, I've just got a feeling I can sing them in a different way to anybody else who's done them, you know, with a rougher sort of voice. And we gave it a try, and lo and behold, 17 million albums later. 17 million albums. It did work, didn't it? 4 albums that way.
I'll tell you what. Can I just interject here for a second?
Yeah.
So your record came out, and you were kicking my ass. And so I called home and I said, Mom, Rod Stewart's kicking my ass. And you know what she said? She said, I love Rod Stewart. I just loved the record. It was wonderful. I thought,
bless you all.
Shut up, Mom.
You spanned, as I said, I mean, what, 40 years now, I suppose, of music. That's what you've been earning a living doing, and you've seen and met some great performers, some great songwriters, and people look back on that period as being a very golden period, I think.
Yeah,
Beatles, for instance, I mean, look at their songbook. I mean,
well, those songs will never be forgotten either.
Never,
you know, they're just tremendous.
Not.
But I can't remember too much about the 70s.
You
I really can't. Too much abuse of the brain box, unfortunately.
Well, let's be reminded of one or two people who were on the show, songs, famous songs that they wrote, they played while they were there. Paul Simon is one of them. He's talked on the show about doing Homeward Bound. This is a very, very young Paul Simon. And one or two other people you might recognise in this series of clips here. Let's have a look.
I'm sitting in the railway station, got a ticket for my destination. On a tour of one-night stands, my suitcase and guitar in hand, and every stop is neatly planned for a poet and a one-man band. Homeward bound I was, homeward bound.
All my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I